Question select, and Davies is locking in that chamber here, Vanity.
We're gonna have double chamber. We get to find out. Jet. Okay, this is double duelist, maybe.
Looks like they're going back to what they know because Taco's on Jet, and I would assume that they'll stick with the double duelist that they've been running, which I think makes sense on Split, and hopefully they just like revamp their playbook. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be the exact same thing here.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all. Well, the thing is also, they haven't played this since the last time they played against KRU. So it's not
double
like
duelist. Let's see. So I was not enjoying
so this to me isn't even really a map where
KRU's use of chamber yesterday, to be honest, on this map. With how they were playing it, it was too close. They were the team that carried on TPing over towards heaven and getting wrecked, right? I kind of hope that KRU is gonna play a little bit more passive with the chamber over towards A, and maybe do the TPs that we saw Cryo doing yesterday. Have Sen improves a lot. Oh, for sure. They actually look good on like multiple maps now. There is no doubt that Sentinels have improved a lot. Yeah.
Quite locked down. It's a lot slower on attack side. I do wonder how it's going to work out because there's a lot of pressure on his shoulders.
To make a deeper, lower run, they can still win it. Like I do believe that. Like there's definitely a chance. Obviously, it's not the greatest percentage with being in lower bracket and everyone here, but they can still do it. Yeah. It wouldn't be the maddest thing we've seen. Like we've seen straight up, we've seen crazier stuff this year, easily. All right, Vansili's getting paid more money, so that's some sus gifted at one point, I imagine. Nice shot. God damn.
But KRU actually got dismantled. I think it was like a 13-4 scoreline on that one. So hopefully KRU has something new.
Yeah, KRU actually, if you look at those splits all the way back to January 1st of this year, it's just a red block. So hopefully they can find... It's a little bit better. But yeah, this map pool, like the desk was saying, seems to be favoring Leviathan coming out of the gate. KRU has good momentum here, but they have had to show their play the last 2 days to their opponents as we come in to this last chance qualifier match.
Lev on defense. Lev on defense with double duelist. What do you reckon? Like they need. Actually, KRU's comp is not great on attack, so maybe anything above 6 will be great, to be honest. Could get a little bit more than that.
Let's
go. Old hard. Oh, man, come on. Guys are killing me today. KRU on attack. There is so many people here. Lark coming in, no one saw any of his utils, so they got to start thinking of heaven. That flash is perfect. It starts with a pistol.
One thing that never takes a break is Leviathan's ability to stay confident in the way they're guarding.
Chat, where's the best?
Didn't even really
if I wrote this up here,
they only called for more support, stayed right in the face of KRU's attack.
Okay, I would have to do this.
And didn't give an inch of B sight. Spike down now, and the roam around here from Nagzet to try and find any sort of damage. Leviathan starting off.
I'm only gonna have to write this once in Fury, so I'm making sure it's nice.
One more kill to finalize here.
There's always been one thing that's
my camera blocks this. I can't really see it.
A slower or a bad ending, if I put it this
how does
way,
this one look? My camera blocks it.
Of the Americas. Discipline is something that's good. Look at all three of them watching that spike, not overcommitting, jump spotting, and even
okay, nicely done. We'll keep an eye on the pistols. 1-0.
And Leviathan scores first.
Draw the logos, dude. My camera blocks up here. I can't draw this logo. Like these are probably two of the most intricate logos as well out of all of them.
In these past 2 Davies as well, you can almost call on every member of KRU here, and I think you're gonna have to again today. This buy now coming in from Leviathan. They'll set up pretty default defense.
In terms of how they're buying, thank you first of all to the observer, who is making sure that we see the scoreboard.
The big lurk from Nagzat's gonna be important this round.
And that flash to try to find info, actually. Nagzat got behind it! And gets the headshot instantly onto Dakulia.
Oh, imagine it. Imagine that extra shot hitting. I was a little bit nervous on that one. There's a gun down if they want to go aggro for it. We will see.
Hopefully salvaging a weapon behind. But meanwhile, Leviathan decides to fall back.
Man, I can't remember what they bought. Chat, I'm such a hard user. It's devastating.
Flash allowing his teammates to set up here in the back of the site. Towards A.
They fought all the way back. We got wall blocking, and over towards B, we get information. Walked over towards B, nothing. Over towards B, so they can kind of get early info. And if they wanted to, they could leave Heaven, but they kind of have to worry about this. So that's why we're kind of hovering around here.
Dropping in is what they're unsure of. This is going to have to be very careful. They want to source a little bit more information.
Yeah, they actually got a lot of damage done here. Okay, raise. Give me the raise.
Pushing towards the spotting D. Spike falls.
Okay, nice cleanup in the end.
The Guardian still.
He got the orb as well earlier, so he must be relatively close to his ult.
Left with nothing but the classic. As he crosses over, it's got to get spotted by King. But Mazzino
Right, nicely done. I felt like, honestly, this had some legs. This was a close eco. They did a good amount of damage. You got 1 armor out and 2 kills for the rebuy. So, bonus isn't going to be that good. Let's look at it. We get a judge out. My guy. Against the full buy rounds. Heavy armors are here.
Heaven control gets taken. You wait out your opponent to see if defense makes mistakes, and Crew reading that through and through come up with a second round. But now it's about the bonus. Leviathan, rather, read that through. Now it's about Crew's
You woke up early to watch NA vs NA. You found out the game finished early. The VODs are up on my... Wait, the VODs definitely up on my... The VODs are up on my YouTube. All 3 of them. If you want to check it out, mate. I got you covered, don't worry. Or you can stay here for this.
He's pushed away already by pressures of the rifle from Crew up on mid. So Leviathan looking to fight back towards the A main.
Okay, big aggro. 3+ and 5 over towards A main. Over rotate coming in as well once they took control of middle.
But that means that Leviathan has forfeited the B Heaven site.
Yeah, and they're happy to gamble for this. And ooh, I thought the timing might have been good there, hasn't it? Did great on this.
Crew decide to repel back here towards mid.
Leviathan have removed themselves from all sites so they can play together here. They want to try and be just a little further forward to take Crew off guard.
With that kill, they probably don't go Heaven here. We'll see. Actually, seeing everyone move over, looking like they're going to go be Heaven.
But all this time gives King
oh man, King has a chance with a judge. How many?
Around the corner. This was identified early though. Can it be cleared? Just a fake clear, but at least a trade's there for
kind of build that one up for nothing.
But
he's going to get more on this. I should have built this one up. 2 kills, nicely done. Spikes over towards Heaven.
It's got to be a safe one.
Yeah.
It's good damage no matter what. Oi! Whoa! Okay, plucked him. In terms of the damage done, like I said, so much damage that this is going to be a swing round. So big round will impact this half. Whoever loses this has to eco. Just double check.
Great movement up mid. They find their first frag.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe they kept this other one so clean in terms of their anti-eco. How have they done this with money?
I was just praising Leviathan for not giving up those kills.
At the very least, Crew have to eco. I'm not sure. They might go for a 4-1 by LEV.
Sturdy defense. A little bit of a stack towards that B main area. This could prove very useful against Crew pushing now.
I like this little bait that they wanted to do in here, that they were going to go fast. Don't expect this angle. Big commit. Big trades though. Davies, 65 HP. Flash goes out towards A to see if there's anyone lurking. King's going to get caught off here. Yeah, not a chance he expected that. He went maybe a little bit too aggro, to be honest, in the 3-on-3. Don't think it felt like he needed to do this. But they were also feeling like they had no map control. NZR did the flash hit over towards A, maybe with him checking that. Half HP on both of the crew members.
Spike planted.
Good smoke. Just to allow this defensive positioning.
Caution here.
Flash available from Shine, pops it out, discovers nobody behind a default spot.
Got no vision block. They got a good crossfire. 29 HP.
Just got spotted by Shy, damaged a little bit. Nelsor moving forward. Oh, tuck.
Big jewel. And nicely done from Davies. Good reposition from here with that smoke as well. Love this. Damn, Nelsor. Okay. Very nicely done. Lev have to make a decision here. 4 of them can buy, 1 of them can't. So...
And we see Melzer, however, coming up with those last few kills. Anchoring sites.
Interesting. So we just go for a low buy.
During the post plant, Melzer has been playing so well throughout.
Just going in for a low buy. They could have done like a 4 rifle and 1 stinger or something. They're favoring just trying to do some damage on this one. So yeah, massive round for Crew. Big advantage into this one in terms of gun diff.
They feel pretty comfortable here.
Got an Astra ult. Did anyone see any other ults?
With Furia.
Whoa.
Even just recently.
That's an ult.
Match, they
Okay,
lost that.
that is one ult. 1 for 1 though.
Teams know exactly
Wow,
what
and they push
wanna
over
do
towards
here.
B as well. They get the spike. They block off vision here. They go super aggro in reaction. Don't know how many people they saw here, but they're going to go push over towards this, and Astra has to do a lot. But they still don't know where he is. And I think they only saw 2, to be honest.
They want to play aggressively on an attempt on middle. It turns out to be a trade, and KRU's looking to move immediately.
What's the timing
towards
like
the
on
A
this
side.
one?
Showstopper now available for Kesnet, trying to clear the back of the site. As we turn around the other side of the grab well. And also the toxic screen.
What? That's crazy they got that. That's crazy that's not a kill as well.
Up to the rifle now of Kesnet towards the back of the site. Nice little headshot. A second one then off the King. Looking to swing for the third, but gets denied by Shy. Up to a 2 versus 1. Advantage for Leviathan. Melzer now moving in. The lurk for the clutch.
Oh.
Misses the shot, does get the ding through the wall. Knows that Menzino was there though from that other shot. Now he can isolate.
He's going to know the setup.
2 individual
Contact
duels.
swing.
The first swing out does not
Contact
connect.
swing.
The other one
Yeah,
does.
need the setup. It's a classic.
Again?
Opportunity to refresh and reload, but then it's swing.
No way, Zeno didn't get that kill. Oh my.
Melzer does it again.
Huge from Melzer. I mean,
And
look at this
even
impact.
having to
Back
get
to
the
back.
swing.
Back to back big rounds, big 2Ks,
Had
1v2,
no
and then
right
2
winning
kills
that
in the prior
round,
rounds.
and Melzer makes it true. They take just a 1-point lead here, but that is going to play with the mental of Leviathan not being able to pick up these rounds that are already in their grasp. Ultimate ready for Klaus here to get Seekers on the round. If they don't get information in the beginning,
Op
they
comes
can
out.
suss out.
I mean, Kesnet did great as well.
Oh my gosh.
Damn, that's crazy. How did he not get that kill?
The amount of shots that he missed there on that flank
got the
earlier.
op.
Exactly. Already was spotted early on the top of the ramp. Pushed back now by utility from KRU. And it's one of those classics of seeing the operator, pivot on the other side here. So KRU meeting up with everybody else on that B side of the map. But they haven't gained too much yet. Still a lot of utility available now for Leviathan.
How the hell is Mazzino taking damage? Did he take full
Just saw
damage?
Davies actually on the mini-map dodge out on a Trailblazer. So Taco is still going to have to add line of sight to this A ramp.
Ooh. Okay, King's gonna
Slow
suffer
pace.
that. Receiving a couple of bullets through the smoke.
Uh-oh. Man, I'm so nervous for this guy. He's eating his flash as well. Oh,
The flash not affected, but still Klaus gets the kill.
there's no way.
Klaus has been amazing as a Sky player so far throughout this LCQ. Shy looking to do the same thing in the same role. Gives his position away. And KRU activating behind the Seekers
Good
to
luck.
try to take him down. Shy
That's
was ready
wild, he
for
got that kill.
one, but a beautiful trade
Chamber?
from
Oh,
Davies.
man.
With the operator out is going to be Tacolia hit by one of
Taco's
those
in the
Seekers,
worst
defended
spot
by the
ever.
Cloudbirds, and then
Yeah.
close range Davies with that lurk.
Man,
As you
KRU are
just mentioned
looking
here, Riz,
solid at the
giving
moment. They got a
opportunity for
save
KRU
as
to
well.
Now we're going for another type of classic.
Big save at
Leviathan
the point
saving.
here early on. Probably needs to do
Just
some damage.
About every
It's very
round
early to be
we are
saving like
seeing
this.
Leviathan
I'm a little
press
bit
that KRU
worried.
Up through this area into the vent and
bit
being able
worried.
to make themselves
Maybe this guy's
available
gonna
for a
wrap
kill.
around and do some
Finding
damage, though.
Leviathan trying to come through
Ooh.
in rotations.
Chat, wait, chat, let's wait.
And KRU is really not
Uh-oh.
using a lot of utility to do this. So their second hit can be just as strong.
Oh boy.
Incredible stuff.
It's gonna be a big it's gonna be a big half from KRU. No, man.
Much ground each time.
No.
And this one person being down gives KRU the entire control of the
Let's
map.
see. It just means there's a lot more
And it's
impact for
been
the next
basically
rounds.
What happened to KRU yesterday when they played against Furia? The amount of time that Digizino
You got
was
2-9
very
on top
aggressive
of
and doing
this.
A lot of punishments on first
2-9 on
entries,
top
but
of this and
punishments
this.
on
So they can
middle
get
as
some
well.
okay buy with this.
When you actually did
Some
see
okay buy going.
Mags that
Ah,
tried
man,
that
I
early
deleted
on
the thing at the
defense are
top.
picking off, so KRU's learning a little bit of that. They're saying, okay, on the attack. We had some good has as well here on Split. Maybe we can work the same
Devastating.
mid side. Remember, this is not unfamiliar territory for these two teams. It's not the first time nor the second time that you've seen this head
That's
to
a lucky
head.
gun. I can't see because of the
So at
camera.
some point, you know
Looks
the play
great.
style, and you could maybe punish a little bit more.
And I mean, this would be the turnaround round, but it could be Blade Storm is up. Yes, it's a lower buy by Leviathan, but it almost needs to be a time they turn this game around.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Oh, we got nice.
these rounds
Didn't
for
know that
KRU
though.
right
That
now
helps.
on
This
attack
buy can't be
are
too bad.
so huge.
4
They get
people
all
now
these
with the
rounds and
knives.
go
One
on
person
defense
takes the
against
hit.
a double duelist team. You're gonna want every
KRU
round you could get on attack.
got some
There's the first opportunity updraft, but there's two players waiting there. Both of them usually being the lurk players are working together on the extremity of the A side, punishing the Blade Storms out from Tacolia. as Leviathan was trying to get some information behind that Trailblazer. For the rest of LEV, cutting their losses, pulling back towards the site, being more reactive now.
So last time, we had Mazine falling in rope room. Now
Just snip a photo of the logo and smack it on the stream. Bro, that would take me 50 minutes. The map will be done by the time I got the logos. Who do you think I am?
The last round strategy, the slow work up mid. You have one towards A ramp, maybe two, and they get all this space for free and pressure out on Leviathan. And they have nothing really to detect it, right? This isn't a Cypher game. There's no chamber on the side of Leviathan. All this space has to be played by a
It feels like LEV have a bit of a read when they kind of cut sound. They like to... Whoa, a transfer though. Another one, big jewel. Okay. Boy, nice. Nice, actually, in the end as well. Okay, I do think... Oh, let's... Okay. I do think LEV have a bit of a read in terms of, like, they like to favor A when they take mid control and like to gather up, because a lot of the time they've been, like, 1-4 gamblers stacking over towards A. Not that it's been paying off in terms of rounds, but the stacks have been right. Money's still looking alright. Davies has his ult for this one.
So that pivotal round, like we said, even on the low-ish buy there, we need to tackle Leah's ult, who still needs to find
King did great, just hiding in the wall here. But also, I would like to add, this is KRU's wall that does that.
You're putting up these attempts, goes down, gets the
So he used their wall against them. Instant Viper over towards middle. They've done that wall at the beginning, and it's all up to Mazzino, who is on his own, but there's a nade from heaven that can come into this one. Good luck.
From Mazzino now gets punished, stuck in the corner. Pain shells in the back of the billboard. Nova Pulse hits him, but at least there's support
Honestly,
from
fair play. He did great.
Stacking
Stacking some orbs over towards Raze, 2 away, no ult for this one. They're going to go over towards middle and be met by this ult. Now what? They could dog through, try and spam. They have a boom bot as well, maybe, still?
Little shorty dance.
I'm not sure.
He's waiting for somebody. It always looks like KRU want to put 3 towards mid. They're going to actually back off of that. But I think Leviathan is...
Oh, this is interesting, because eventually you're going to have to jump spot this really to get info, but they know there's an op-out, so he's never going to want to actually do it.
And now Leviathan are getting that more online. They are not allowing...
Smoke goes in, blocks vision. He can now go back as sight because there's no nade as well. So I wonder if... Well, he goes close, actually. Someone else needs to shoot this dog. And he does not want to face from there because he knows the smoke's here. What a savior flash from Shy. Nice double flash after repositions. Whoa, the run and gun there. Man, that was huge from Malza. Malza's doing great at the moment. Look at this impact.
King looking for the heroic play. Inside the pit right away.
Look at him go.
Third into the round. And Takalia, nothing you could do here. Had great positioning at first, but with his teammates falling down, there's nothing more you could ask for him.
That was just the entrance of B being smothered in utility by both teams, and that timing.
At what point economically do you think you have to stop doing the FPX buy? I think it changes depending on what happened on the map and what side you're on and everything. Yeah, it's a cop-out answer again. I like a lot of... Straight up, if you just want to know my opinions on like how people are approaching the economy, there's 2 things that I really like at the moment. Just how Fnatic approach it. They have 4 protocols for what goes on for like the first round. And I kind of like the Chinese meta that they're doing. This one where they like save the pistols and they have a lot of money. They can get an op-out early, or they can get the double. They get 2 rounds where they can like try reset. It's interesting. It's worth looking at, I would say, for teams.
Just a quick reminder, the round just happened here. KRU winning that one.
Yeah. And it becomes tough, right? We just saw LEV win a round. So then KRU wins. This means LEV's money is going to start taking a
money resets on this one. What do they want to do? Is this a timeout? Damn. This is a big round as well. They could double charge if they wanted. It's pretty strong on this map. Problem is they're against the dog. Which Chinese teams? Literally all of them. It just seems like the Chinese meta at the moment. Pretty sure I saw 4 out of the last 4 that I was watching. All 4 of them were doing this interesting thing where they do an FPX buy, but then they don't buy the rifles into the bonus, and then just have like crazy money, so they can either win the 4th or the 5th round to kind of reset.
I'm loving what I'm seeing from these 2 teams, but
it's like their own little meta there, basically.
5-3 in favor of KRU. as they have had great successes on their attack side against Furia. So it's nice that they started things up right away when they had the opportunity to get that weaponry, get the weapons, get the rifles rather, as they lost the pistol in second round.
Gun rounds have been very strong for Crew here.
Exactly.
They know the win condition of their composition. They're not trying to get Kesnet to do raise, jump, and duelist things. Kesnet's still a part of the Crew when all of this is happening.
I do get the judge out that I wanted to see.
Try and extend this and branch it out like a double duelist comp.
This is a very nice score from Crew. Looking at their comp as well, considering their comp against this,
Just goes short.
this is not too bad. Lever's still going to feel confident because double duelist on attack. He kind of feeling great with that. But yeah, Crew have a good comp that can do a lot of damage against it. So there's this. We get the judge set up over towards B main. We're taking A heaven, and middle hasn't been taken yet.
Rendezvous rather, so that they could actually leverage him to get the pick off the Sky utility. Hold it slow or picked up now for Crew.
Did I put the logos up? No, this isn't me. This is not me.
Good push up here, all the way on the outside of B main.
Oh, all this. I didn't even see this.
Kind of allows the rest of the map to understand.
And they're out here adding as we go.
Focus A, start to stack a little more towards
I mean,
the side.
chat, this is definitely me.
And that's exactly what Leviathan has done, readying themselves for this attack from Crew.
Time's getting a little bit low. 3-person. Oh my goodness. Is he going to walk through this? There's a judge here. Prius?
From Melzer trying to get a timing. What? As they go for the pinch from Fence over
How did he lose the judge duel over there?
Falls on B main on the push for Leviathan. So already Crew a 5-3 scoreline. And a
Prius is too busy getting the logos. He's forgetting to press the buttons.
From round after round, they keep losing one. Kesnet drops another, and this instantly goes in favor of Crew. The moment they just make that snap judgment to execute,
It was a nice call from Crew, though. I'll give them that. I will give them that. I like the pivot over towards him.
Oh my word, that's
6 rounds? Oh my.
That's when you're hitting.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're just doing it different right now and throwing Lev for a loop.
6 rounds and what is this? 1 pistol?
Divide when you did have a smaller buy, a half buy for Leviathan. They had a perfect read in the beginning to have so many players on that A side. Definitely watching those games, you have to give credit, of course, to owner over at Leviathan and the coaching staff. They're definitely the team.
Lev hasn't improved one bit from the regular season. Let's wait. They got the double duelist comp. It's still not done. I agree, it's not looking great. I agree, it's not looking great. But it's still early.
This is actually one of my favorite things to see how they execute it. It's off simple, kind of not misdirection.
Money's really good. This is a
action.
big buy round.
Nothing happened in that round until an ability went out.
Kesnet with his ult.
On the scoreboard.
Ooh, straight up B hit with the ult. Oh boy.
Looking up to the map, looking up to the right. That's exactly how we saw the kill in B main and Vents happen. Just falling asleep at the wheel at the right second. And Crew made the move. Kesnet.
It's a nice Astra Sucker.
By himself for once and gets stopped.
They stopped this really well, though. Stopped this really, really well. I give that. Chambers lurking through middle, has no TP for this. Just straight up sending it, no TP. Dog goes in to try and get numbers. Nade goes in, kind of counts that they managed to see one before it. B-main still a question mark, reposition to the back of sight. I like that a lot. Oi, that's a wide swing for that one. Oh my. Yeah, it's it. Overwhelm's looking pretty good here. Overwhelm's looking great. Oh, he takes that as well. Man, he got unlucky not to get that kill there. What the hell is going on?
Looking back up, spotting 2 players towards the B side. Mazzino's anchoring down as much as he can, but it's back under 2 versus 2.
Why?
Well, one of them is so damaged and low. That's Shy falling towards the back of the spawn.
Good flank here.
Kesnet chasing after it.
Oh, they knew he was low on this one. He gets full map control. We have double smoke. He gets over towards the spike though. Look at this teamwork from Crew. They look incredible. Oh my goodness, the double swing. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this movement, this move over towards heaven from the Rays. Wasn't what I would have liked, but man, Crew are looking good. In terms of positives from LEV, they stopped the B hit pretty well, but then this maybe the smoke was like overlapping a bit too heavy, so the peek over towards heaven was kind of deep.
And Leviathan is hemorrhaging way too many of these first bloods right now. Crew continues to go
Goes
mid,
down to another
find
eco,
one, and the map is theirs. Now Leviathan says no more mid for you.
Trying to flash through this potentially, or just going for the contact. Contact instead. Red by Crew.
Look at this
how
crossfire.
passive they are right here. A dash across, breaking across our placement. Takulia with the sheriff kill. But Kizet still got one on his
it's a
own.
gun to pick up. If they go super aggro, they're going to see the spike as well. Okay, they're going to see the spike once the smoke goes. Spike's in,
Now it's just going to be
and it doesn't really matter.
deathmatch at the bottom of middle. Spike is down out the open towards market. And one is pinned, that's Takulia. Pinned to the wall, drop down. Only King remaining.
Chat, they had a
Really
timeout
well
yet.
absorbed here by Crew, only losing one so far. Lev at this point is trying to do as much damage as they can, right? The round win is always going to be a boon.
They did.
But Crew is managing this pressure quite well. They'll get themselves a B and get a plant here as King roams around for a final frag. And what a first half here from Crew. Split being on the docket was a big question mark, but it seems like they feel they can make the moves that would get them the W here.
Last round doesn't matter. Might as well
Davies
save.
goes down.
Has been a lot of rounds tallied up here for Crew. Waiting a little bit longer, maybe until they start moving out here to not allow King to save his Phantom. But you could definitely see here that any type of play that Leviathan's trying to do to prevent Crew from getting any type of like early pressure, early control has always been shut down right away. Crew's doing a very good job continuing to work all the extremities of the maps.
Yeah, see if they can get 4 and then double duelist attack side, doable if you get a pistol, but then that would also be both pistols into this. They've literally won 1 buy round. It is, yeah, it's really dominant right now. Crew are looking kind of incredible, and there's just a few things from LEV that I'm not enjoying.
Not getting too many advantages from bringing up those seekers time and time again, because it's just Crew all around so far this first half.
Give me that press tab. Give me the tab. Anyone close to their ults?
Leviathan fans cheering that in for one of the final rounds here, the first half, to get this last one in. 8-4 would feel much better. Again, they go for the B main pitch. Kind of just hold extremities closer, if you can call them extremities on Split, but just getting up in the face of that starting wall to hear where Crew is, get a little more info. And you feel like Lev almost should have been doing this sooner. Crew are still getting that space for free, though, to attack A Heaven.
Yeah, Shy's playing towards the A site though. He's ready to try to flash up on Heaven if he can, but this time decides to fall in the back of map. Well, already, Noswar has rotated around from the ropes from the vents.
Does he ever take it? The chamber's ready for it.
As the Showstar comes out on the defense, Noswar does get the pick off with the Phantom. It's going
Man,
back
Kesnet
and
did
forth, but still
incredible here. Man,
Just
Kesnet's
battling on the top of Heaven with the spike being down.
insane.
Showstopper then out on the attack, allowing Crew finally to
Oh my goodness.
as through the POV
Whoa.
of Davies.
Nice shot. Oh my goodness.
Takulia gets the pick. On a 1 versus 2, Blade
No, he's
Storm
gonna have him now.
activated.
Oi, nice decision making from Klaus to go forward in the smoke.
Crew to put
Respect.
9 on the board against Leviathan's
9,
3 on the half.
and they didn't win the pistol. That is a crazy half. They won 1 buy round. Straight up 1 buy round.
And that's one of the best ones. Set the momentum before the
Well.
halftime. Leviathan has to put up work here in the second half.
Yeah, they definitely do, but at least the silver lining right now for Leviathan is that they are playing double duelists.
They're on
On
their side.
defense, a little bit harder to do. It was hard for them to get activated, but hopefully they can here on this second half. The Crew definitely looking good so far. Feels like they've come alive now all throughout this LCQ. And we also had a chance to speak with Klaus about it, about what's changed and how he's feeling, or how he's feeling now heading into the third match today.
Feeling pretty
this team.
It's just like the old, the old kind of team play, where it just felt like they were trading and overwhelming so much. 13-pound sausage. Thank you for that. Logic Fallow, welcome into the Star Club.
Right. So there's definitely a lot of tape here for Leviathan to focus on.
Whose map pick is this? This is KRU's map pick.
Looking at the maps that we have currently,
So
many maps here that
I don't know if that makes anyone feel better if you're a LEV fan.
This one right here, which hopefully Leviathan could strike better on the attack as they go with their double duelists in the site, both denied.
Very good call for
Very good from KRU though. Like the util to stop them getting out here kind of made it. Didn't make it look nice when I was watching the minimap. I'll put that one out there. So yeah, nicely done from KRU. And this is, I mean, chat, this one's gonna be fast. It feels like.
It looks like they wanted to go just as fast, like you said. Duelist down, and this it does not look good here. Starting off possibly 10-3 is Leviathan. Just trying to dodge out all this utility. Spike still rotating up through this B heaven, so Shy might be able to get a good rotation over it since King has awareness on A.
Exactly.
It's just hard to commit to anything with 3 people.
Everything just looks so good for KRU on the setup. 4 players towards the B site, solo anchor on A, trademark spotting 1 player.
Yeah.
So that forces KRU to do a lot of jump spotting, and they actually did see a player on the top of B heaven. This time around, though, for Leviathan, it's not 1 but 2. As Nags gets
so many people here, though. What the hell?
The poison orb gets recalled. Beautiful flash coming out. We're trying to
Oi,
fight back as much as we
mate,
can.
looks crisp.
But Kezet just
Look at this nade, though. Look at this nade, though. Kezet is incredible. Okay, 1-1 in terms of pistols as well. So even pistols, and we're at 10-3. They now have the anti-eco. No plant down, so you can't really force buy too good into this one.
For KRU here, a dominating first game so far on Split. And they've just staved off the comeback now. That thing that looms in the back of their minds and adds a little bit more pressure in the LCQ.
Sell my LEV stock. Yeah,
right now, and the team's flowing.
It's not a great sign, is it?
Side of KRU, and Leviathan's gonna have Spike down. Even to start off second round to try and get a little bit of information before they commit.
Yeah, they got the Shikos, so
great damage.
Trying to get value out of all of this.
Slow.
Long range battles, waiting for that second wall to come down, and there's that first contact, and they both fall. As Takalia and Shy trying to pick him off.
That was sick! They dropped the wall, making it their time. Wow, absolutely awesome way to create your own angle off the second wall. Simple things, simple frags, and KRU again up in a 5v3.
There's not much here that you could ask for the remaining players of Leviathan. I mean, already another one is low on HP, and that's Manzino. Spike on his back. You need a miracle right now with the 3 players working together. Up towards mid.
Yeah. Chat, what was the next map? What was the next map again? Someone remind me. Lotus, right?
From KRU.
Never, not at this
Lotus?
point. Now
okay.
when KRU's ahead.
It's pins?
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Basically find them in the woodwork now. Straight through to vent.
30 seconds
Heaven's
left.
still grabbed here. King has had really nice movement to get into this position, but not a but. That's an and Klaus goes down.
Yeah, that's really nice. King has heard all of this
before. Oh, he did good damage. Wait, is this because I asked what map is next?
From KRU towards that A site, manages to get that opener and almost damaging on the second kill. Picks up the Bulldog now. As it's time for Leviathan to play the post plant. All of KRU getting ready to push out from screens.
Wow, King takes a bit of a gamble, but if he looks here, they do see his gun. They're going to see his gun pretty early when they decide to... Oh, he took...
No flashes for KRU, so they're just waiting for that smoke to dissipate.
Respect, low HP, jumps out fast. Oh, Davies hit some shots, though. Davies hit some shots. Nicely done.
In order to get that round.
King here, just about all. Same with Kesnet, and Davies saves that round on the trades back and forth. Again, we see that protocol that KRU uses even with a
3-11. They get the buy round in.
Of the side of Leviathan. And there again, where KRU dropped their wall second. I love that. But they're able to pick this up off of trades and patient retake. Everybody filing in. Even if it takes jumping in with your knife out to figure out where the opponents are. They're just doing it all. All right, Takulia on the front here, but we're not.
So bonus against
so not utilizing
the full bite.
Come into this first bonus round just yet.
3-person fighting over towards A, and the spikes here.
And the double duelist is down. And 2 are down.
Spike down A.
What in the world right now?
Dude, he looks so good right now. I mean, it's personal for him.
This is like, I just feel like there was no effort in those swings. And Kesnet's like, thank you. It seems like Leviathan is just out of sorts at the moment.
Speaks a lot about Kesnet from the first game till now.
Ridiculous.
Who continues to be an unstoppable force. And not always being the tip of the spear for KRU, because you do definitely have the supporting teammates that actually puts all these numbers up to. So you're not asking too much for him, but when you do, he's pulling out these stops. So well on their way to try to win this bonus round for KRU. 11-3 on the scoreline. As finally Kesnet gets stopped by King.
He's done pretty well here.
B site. Nagzet only has this sheriff to work with.
Oh my goodness, that molly just below him though.
Okay.
3v5 is looking great. They're so far away. But they did have the gun dip into this one, so it still doesn't feel great confidence.
Obviously, KRU is feeling a little safer, but Leviathan found where they need to go. King's been in heaven. He's kind of had control of mid, and he's getting frags and information that can help these rotations from Leviathan. Uh-oh.
That's one of those players that
do they expect this guy in heaven?
Here where you didn't really need Kesnet that much. That's Klaus. Flash does get the blind onto King, trying to flick up onto Nosware. But at least he gets information on both. So that allows Davies to try to get some sort of victory here in the position. But King can't forget him as the
Alright, it was a 3v5, but again, they had the gun diff, so it's a nice start, I guess. But that over towards heaven looked scary as hell.
Ever so slowly.
And I think they agree. I think they're not going to. They want to go near heaven after that.
Getting that economy in a place where they can afford to try a few different strategies.
Straight up to sheer confidence, honestly, just re-peeking that.
King's actually hiding over there, right? Towards Raze, which means their opponent's going to have to take a long walk through that Viper's Pit to take damage. So overall, played really well. Good mindset now from Leviathan. Even being down, they're ready to take the fight to KRU. Straight up through mid here.
Heavy hold over towards middle. Can they fight through this?
Usually you got a double duel.
Oh man, he's going to take so much damage.
Look at that. Kesnet getting the pressure right away, forces out their shot.
Respect, man. Kesnet is on one. Dude, he nearly got a double. That guy went down to 30.
Advantage once again for KRU. And change of position on the defense too. Looking at this man right here, Davies was working together now with Klaus to make sure that they could control, the A ramp and prevent alert from happening for Leviathan. Crossfires are too perfect. Wow.
All right, give me Lotus. I've seen enough. Oh man.
Work your way
up there, boy. Well,
only dropping one. This is a dominant KRU here on this first map so far.
Kesnet's fifth kill in a row, fifth kill of the map, 2 in a row just in those last 2 rounds. And it continues to hit Takulia. He dies first again, and that one wasn't even like
8 chances.
That's a mistake. He gets hit by a showstopper through the smoke.
In terms of LEV and this tournament, straight up, they've been exposed very early on, and they have a weak map. That is safe to say. This is very worrying for them going into this. Normally you're hoping, again, if you're like one of those teams where you haven't got everything good and you have 2 weak maps, right? Normally you can veto it. You can veto one of your maps, okay? Then you only have 1 weak map that's kind of showing. Then you're hoping that no one really picks it and you can second veto it for a while. I feel like they're into the second bad map that potentially we know about. There could be more. Insta gets picked. And they're exposed in the fast game on last chance qualifier. God damn. And KRU look incredible.
4-player save on A site. on Haven, which would go to that
My
map
pickings
if
is
needed
looking too
be.
good. Yeah, I'm not sure they spend
I'm
the
excited
hour
to
and
see
5
that
minutes
one.
right.
Hopefully, I'm holding the script.
I think the main thing
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
I know they said
Crew
they
looking
took a
to
break,
mark
but
something off
I've
their
heard
own script
different.
here.
That's all
Getting
I'm
back to
saying.
June 11th, 2022. That's the last time that Crew took a map.
That's all I'm gonna
off
say
of
as well.
Leviathan. So,
But,
401
chat, also,
days.
it's a best of 3.
Let's-
It's
let's
not their map.
end
We all
that.
need to relax a little
Let it
bit.
be known.
But in terms of this, I will
no
say
team has ever beaten them.
bad map has been exposed. 8 chances
Crew here.
for Crew to finish this one.
Game point on this map.
What a great moment. A great opportunity to get their first map win in all of those days when it matters the most now during the LCQ.
Okay,
But off the timeout,
we're double dueling.
Leviathan definitely want to use that aggression, allowing the Stinger to get the
Fast
first blood
retake
in
over towards
favor of
A main,
the
but they
attack
have
side.
3
King
people
watching the lurk, watching
over
the
towards
push,
it.
watching
2
the
kind of.
rotate.
King again.
Good for at least
Dude,
those
King
2
is just
kills, and
swinging on
Melzer
people.
about to get sandwich and pinned. Mazzino is on that late lurk. And now we see the good old Leviathan.
Yep. There it is.
Now we
Taking
see
things
it.
into their own
1
hands.
round.
I feel like
let's
the round
let's
has
relax a
just
little bit.
been
Okay,
almost gifted
8
to Crew.
chances
If
down
you're
to
giving
7.
them 30 seconds,
Can they
giving
get
them
this
more
gun out of
position,
him?
push up the
Can
B
he do
main,
some
figure
damage
8
as well? Like
is
honestly, I'm not
controlled.
sure they have the
Yeah, hit it off
very
the rip.
confident. In fact, they
Leviathan
don't have
seems
the
so
money
much
to
more
hunt.
comfortable going with that
Doesn't really
speed,
matter
causing
about doing
chaos, and
damage.
now they're gonna
You might
pick
as
up
well
another
literally
round.
not be hunting, to be honest. But
It'll be 12-5 after this as Davey keeps himself alive. And they just hide this one out.
Yeah, Crew on their end. Salvage a couple of those weapons on that A ramp.
they misheard my suggestion and they took an hour and 5 minutes
So you wanna
off,
save these
and
weapons
then they
now?
were just cracking ever since.
Going into round number
Honestly,
18.
I like that take.
Still map point. For Crew.
This is a strong take.
Seeker's ultimate here. Crew can identify whenever they
Whoa,
want.
24 to
What's going on
11
down
though.
the side of Leviathan.
Like these two
Looks
have
like
been
we're gonna have
incredible.
a lot of mid-pressure
Like
here.
straight up,
4
I've been
mid to
very
start
impressed
off
with
just
these
to
two.
reassure the fact that they can control and then spread out. Oh my gosh.
There.
They may be doing a little bit of a ring around the rosy here eventually.
Yeah.
Klaus, that's true.
Which is
We
fine.
actually look at
Controlling
the
this
other
middle.
games.
You
Klaus has
mentioned
been
those Seekers can be
ridiculous.
used on a retake if they have full control now of B main. But Mazzino's the one that's trying to watch it. So what, 2 players maybe? And instead of going right around the rosy, it's straight ahead.
Yeah.
Face front, behind the Seekers. Tagalia updrafting on the top of the balcony, pushed away by all of these Seekers. Out from Klaus.
Terrifying.
Doesn't give a chance for Leviathan here to get any forward position. So a big responsibility for King now on the late lurk at mid. You can see the Cosmic Divide getting ready to get propped up by that
Astra,
Astra.
oh, big Joe
Nelson
here.
pushing towards the spawn. Denied right
They
away
look
by
so
Davies,
much
and the
better than
numbers
them
are
on this
dwindling.
map.
Only 3 left.
Lux
needed.
coming in,
Only
has to do
1 left
everything.
needed. As King
Got a
needing
molly.
everything here. An ace, a clutch.
Got a molly
but
off
the
the wall.
players are already on that spike. Too little, too late. Nags it with the
Chat, I
kill.
can't even.
Crew with the
That's
kill.
the most dominant map we've seen
With the
so far.
first map.
Straight up the most dominant map we've seen so far. They looked incredible. Crew looked so good
Like
here.
they were scrambling at all. Even being able
Yeah,
to
that
come
was
back
nice
around
and
when they
easy
had
for them.
Leviathan
They made
coming
that
back
look
with round
crazy
4 or 5,
easy.
Crew's like, no, we'll take that right